Most men believe their biggest decisions are made in moments of strength. They are wrong. Most hard decisions are shaped quietly, long before the moment arrives. By the time a man believes he's chosen, the frame has already been set. This is the nature of soft power. Soft power does not force action. It prepares the condition in which only certain actions feel possible. A man will accept a job he does not want. He stays in a relationship that drains him, abandons an instinct he once trusted. He delays a confrontation he knows is very necessary, and when asked why, he gives rational explanations. But those explanations come after influence has done its work. Soft power operates through environment, emotion, expectation, and consequence. It shapes what feels reasonable, what feels safe, what feels acceptable. Our decisions feel sudden. Soft power works slowly. This is why men underestimate it. Hard power announces itself. It threatens, it demands, it punishes openly. Soft power whispers, it suggests, it conditions. And because men are trained to associate power with confrontation, they rarely notice the soft power shaping them from their women. Soft power works through three primary channels. First is emotional atmosphere. A man will adjust his behavior to maintain peace long before anyone asks him to. Tension in a room becomes a signal. Silence becomes pressure. Disappointment becomes a cue. Nothing is said, yet behavior changes. This is why silent treatment works a lot on men. The man believes he's being considerate. In reality, he's being guided. The second channel is moral framing. Soft power wraps preference in virtue. Instead of saying, do this, it says a good man would understand. Instead of saying, comply, it says, why are you being difficult? Instead of saying, submit, it says, this shouldn't be a problem. Moral framing is powerful because it turns resistance into guilt. A man may be willing to resist authority, but he hesitates to resist morality. The third channel is consequence framing. Soft power does not threaten punishment, it alters reward. Affection controls, approval fades, peace disappears, connection becomes conditional. A man feels the cost without ever being told what it is. Over time, his nervous system learns the rules. This is where hard decisions are shaped. By the time a man says yes, the emotional cost of saying no has already been installed. Soft power does not remove choice, it narrows it. This is why men often say, I didn't really have a choice, even when no one really forced them. They did have a choice, but one option felt dangerous to their sense of belonging, stability, and self-image. Soft power exploits a specific masculine vulnerability, and that is the desire to be steady, reasonable, and good. Men who value calm, harmony, and responsibility are especially sensitive to emotional disruption. Their nervous system are trained to stabilize environments. Soft power uses this against them. The more a man identifies as the one who keeps things together, the easier it is to shape his decisions quietly. This is not evil. It is not conspiracy. It is human behavior. The problem is not that soft power exists. The problem is that men are not trained to recognize when it is in operation. Without perception, men internalize the pressure. They blame themselves. They tell themselves, I should be more understanding. I shouldn't make this a big deal. Maybe I'm overreacting. Or it's not worth the conflict. Each sentence sounds reasonable together. They erase boundaries. Hard decision begins to feel heavy, exhausting, and confusing. A man loses clarity not because he lacks intelligence, but because his nervous system is negotiating peace before his mind engages truth. This is why sovereign perception matters. A man, or specifically a sovereign man, pauses before reacting to emotional pressure. He announces atmosphere. He questions framing. He trusts consequences. He asks the question, what emotion is being activated right now? What behavior is being rewarded or discouraged? What cost am I being trained to avoid? What would I choose if emotional pressure were removed? These questions restore choice. Soft power loses its grip when it is named. This does not mean a man becomes cold or aggressive. It means he becomes conscious. Hard decisions become clearer when they are no longer carrying invincible weight. Soft power does not disappear when you see it, but it stops operating in silence. And that is the difference between reaction and sovereignty.